Right, Poppy. So what did you think of the holiday?
You enjoy it?
Did you enjoy it? What about the cat? The horses?
Made friends with the horses, didn't
You made friends with the horses, didn't you? A little bit worried by the helicopters, weren't you? Because you're not sure what helicopters are. I've never been in one. That's something she'll have to do. She's been on a boat now, haven't you?
Yeah, and she's been on a train.
On a train, in a car, in a motorhome, on a bus, but not on a helicopter.
Not on a helicopter.
So a helicopter next, I think. Processing. No, I don't think she's going to go for that. Definitely not. Right, it's day 10 of our adventure, and we're having a bit of a lazy day. It's the last day in the cottage. It was Friday. We've done a little bit tidying up. I've cleaned the motorhome, and yeah, so we're just going to sort of not do very much after that.
And reflect a bit on the days we've had here.
Yeah, we were just sort of thinking what we're going to talk about, and we're not going to show you any stunning scenery, mind you, if you look over there.
Stunning scenery.
Stunning scenery.
If it wasn't so cloudy.
Yeah, it's a bit cloudy today. It's a bit nidgy.
Yeah.
But it's been good. We enjoyed it.
So, what got us into motorhoming in the first place?
Well,
Because we always used to go to cottages, didn't we?
Yeah, well, it was cottages that got us into motorhoming, which is surprising, really, because when we were younger, we first came to Scotland and we stayed in a I don't know, what was it? It was something like a Ho Seasons cottage or something.
Yeah.
In Dingwall.
In Dingwall, that's right.
And from then on, we loved Scotland so much we kept coming back every summer, and we used to stop off at my mum's in Bury, and then come up to here. And some of the trips we made were horrendous, weren't we? I mean, we were talking earlier, and we used to drive like 8 hours, to get somewhere. I mean,
Yeah.
the roads were narrower then.
Yeah. Some of them are a lot better now.
A lot better now, but it took a long time to get here. And I think it was that cottage at Loch End which we filmed on the earlier video. We were sitting outside that, and I think we saw someone drive past in a motorhome, and I just said, that's what we ought to be doing.
Yeah.
And the thinking was, instead of going to a cottage, you've got your cottage with you, and instead of going out for the day and coming back and unpacking the car and packing the car and doing all of that, we thought, well, it makes more sense to have everything with you. You've got your toilet, you've got your bed and cooker and everything else. You've got it with you, so we could go from place to place rather than going from one place to other places. So ironically, it's what got us into motorhomes, was going to cottages. And plus, once you've obviously factored in the cost of the motorhome, which is quite a factor, once you factor that in, it's actually cheaper going to campsites or wherever than hiring cottages for a couple of weeks.
Yeah.
I mean, this cottage is probably close on, was it 800 or something like that?
That's right, it was, yeah.
So, yeah, I mean, don't get us wrong, we've enjoyed the cottage, but it just got us thinking, we don't really want to do cottages anymore.
No, I mean, the good thing about what we've done this time is that we've actually stopped on the way to the cottage, haven't we? Because we've had the motorhome, we've been able to stop at Killin, stop on the way back at Bunree, and we haven't had that awful journey that we used to have, starting in the morning and ending about 8 o'clock at night, wasn't it, by the time we got there?
And we used to share the driving, and back then you used to drive as well, but you're not driving the motorhome, so it's a bit much of doing. I mean, probably wouldn't be so bad now if you drove from Bury to here. It'd probably only be 6 hours.
Yeah, but we'd already done 200 miles, haven't we?
Yeah.
The previous day.
Yeah, and then you drive
home,
another 300 or 400 miles after that.
Yeah.
It's a lot. I mean, we're in our 60s now. So
yeah, so we couldn't do that.
So you can break up the journeys with the motorhome, and obviously you can stop off in laybys like we did
yesterday.
Yeah. And then, if you get really desperate, you can put your head down and have a snooze.
That's right. Yeah.
So Anyway, what did we think of the cottage then?
I thought it's nice. It's obviously, it was 20 years ago when we first came here, so I couldn't quite remember all the features of it. But no, it's clean, it's tidy, its shower was nice, wasn't it? They have a bath shower.
Yeah, it's alright.
Yeah,
It wasn't like our home shower.
No.
It certainly wasn't a power shower.
No, but
It works.
it worked. Yeah, it did the job.
And it's a nice cosy cottage.
Yeah.
It'd be quite warm if you came here in the winter.
That's right. Yeah.
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 And the views are stunning on a good day. Even on a misty day, it's quite atmospheric.
Yes.
And it's very quiet. Very quiet. Yeah.
Very quiet. Apart from the helicopters, that's about the only...
Yeah, the only intrusion. And the cows.
And the cows, yeah.
The cows, yeah. They walk the cows up and down the road from field to field, and sometimes you get out there and you see these massive blooming animals walking along the road. I won't mess with that.
No.
But and Poppy settled in very quickly, didn't she?
Yeah, she did. Yeah, she got her spots, see them there looking out.
Yeah.
Or on that seat, or
in
her little house.
Horses.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So she's enjoyed it.
Yeah.
She does adapt very well. Because we took her camping, didn't we? When she was, as soon as we could, took her to a campsite.
Yeah.
Seemed to work well because then she met the dogs, didn't she?
Oh, yeah.
At a very early
age. You can take
age.
Poppy anywhere, and in like 5-10 minutes, she's
settled.
She's settled in.
Yeah.
Which is good.
Yeah, which is good.
What about the area? What do you think of the area?
Fantastic, really, isn't it? I mean, going to Skye. Everywhere we've been, we've seen the Old Man of Store, haven't we?
Point. Yeah, as you were saying, the GoPro just switched itself off for a second there. If you say switch off, it sometimes switches itself off.
It must be when I say something, because it did it the other day.
Yeah.
What I was trying to say was everywhere we've been, we've seen the Old Man of Store, haven't we?
Yeah.
We saw him from Applecross, and then obviously went directly past him.
Yeah, you can't see him today.
No, unfortunately.
He's over there somewhere.
Over there somewhere.
Like that.
Yeah. So that's been good.
Poppy,
it's given us
thank
a
you.
bearing exactly where we are, isn't it, all the time? It's been good.
Yeah, we've spent a fair bit on Skye. We do like Skye, but it's ever so busy. It's got to the stage where Skye just seems to be covered in tourists, and you're driving along the road and they're just cars and cars and cars all stopped, and they just, some of the tourists just wander across the road, as if they're in their own backyard.
Yeah.
And their driving is unbelievable. I don't want to single any nationality out, but some of them just seem to drive along, see something, then stop in the middle of the road, and you're thinking, what are you doing?
Yeah. They're just obviously so amazed probably at what they're seeing.
Well, possibly, yeah, quite
some
possibly.
Some of it is quite incredible.
I mean, some of them must have seen mountains or something.
Yeah, but it's that the centre on Skye with that old bridge.
Yeah.
Is what attracts a lot of people, isn't it? To see that. There's the waterfalls and all that type of thing.
Yeah.
No, so it's been good. We had 2 days on Skye, didn't we? We went right an area we hadn't been, right up the very top.
Yeah.
Past Staffin, didn't we? And round the coast and
Uig.
Yeah.
Uig, yeah.
Yeah.
I'll move over a bit. I think the ferry was interesting, wasn't it? Seeing the ferry to Harris and going up there. That's good. My attention's been drawn. There's a little boat making its way through the. You're never going to see that making its way through the mist in the background. I think that's possibly what Poppy's looking at. A little sailing boat. But anyway.
And going to Applecross, I mean, we haven't managed to do that, have we, for several years? That's when we used to go to that Lock End cottage. We went there twice, and I used to say it used to take us 3/4 of an hour to get over.
It didn't seem that bad, did it?
No, it didn't seem that long.
It's probably a more powerful car or something, I suppose. But yeah, it was good. Enjoyed that. And the Applecross Inn's well worth a visit. It was very nice.
Just amazed how busy that was.
Yeah, packed again with tourists. But
I can remember wandering down there, and there were a few people sitting outside.
Yeah.
And I think it only did drinks, but now it does all this food and
No.
people coming in all the time, aren't they, wanting tables?
Yeah, I thought the interesting thing was when I went to the Talisker distillery, and the tour guide was asking people, had you visited any distilleries before? And I'd visited Talisker many years ago, and when we went round there were probably about half a dozen people there, no more than that, and it was teeming. I said to her, well, what's made it so popular? Is it is it Brexit? Is it the exchange rate? And she said, I don't think it's some of that, but she said, I think it's the internet. I think people see something, they put a video on Facebook or YouTube or whatever, and then people say, oh, I must go there.
Yeah.
And it's the exchange rate probably helps, but people want to see it in person, don't they? They see a video and they want to go and see it.
Well, even when we were on Sky last year, when we went to Sky last year, it was very busy, wasn't it? That was July 2016.
Yeah.
And we tried to go to the fairy pools, didn't we? And we couldn't even stop, let alone get out. Yeah, but we went to the fairy pools, didn't we? We couldn't even get out of the car. It was just so busy there.
Yeah. We're having trouble with the GoPro because every time we say it stops. And if we say stop,
it stops.
GoPro stop, it starts. So I'm going to have to turn this voice control off. It's driving us nuts. It's very clever. You can control it.
Yeah.
But
You've got to watch what words
you
use.
Yeah, it's like don't say certain words with Poppy. You can't say brush, can you? You can't say off.
No.
Oh, got away with it.
Well, it's used when I say something.
Yeah. Oh well. I've no idea how this is going to come out. But,
no. So tomorrow we'll set off early, won't we?
Yeah.
We're going down to Bunbury, back to Morrison's at Fort William again, which you'll enjoy, won't you?
Oh, joy.
And then down to the Bunbury site, and we're there for 5 nights, aren't we? For the Jacobite train ride on Monday.
Yeah, looking forward to that. Going on the Jacobite. Goes from Fort William to Mallaig, doesn't it? Through some of the most stunning scenery in the world.
Yeah, so we've driven there, haven't we? But we've never
been
on the train. So
no.
Really looking forward to that, going over the Glenfinnan Dark Viaduct.
Harry Potter and all that.
Yeah.
No, it'd be good.
Yeah,
so that's really it for now.
Yeah.
If you like this video, or you pity us, just give us a thumbs up. And subscribe to see more of our videos. Catch up with you later.